to have them do some meet and greets with these kids. We have a couple big promotions coming up. Sunset, we have the bike giveaway hopefully this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully if we don't rain.
If we don't rain, I believe Nikki said if we don't, we're just gonna keep moving it another week.
It's gonna bypass for the next week, right?
And then the following 6/25, we have fan appreciation at Sunset. That is when the helmet has been signed will be given away at Sunset.
Very, very cool.
Willamette will do the helmet giveaway on July 30th, fan appreciation. And I've talked to Brian a little bit from Crocker's Cars, and we're going to help him with his promotion with the bike giveaway. And I believe that is going to be Clare Cup weekend, not confirmed 100%, but so there will be a bike giveaway at Willamette also. The thing I want to do is take the time real quick to run through some people who donated all those shirts to get the new people in. Desert Storm / Gulf War Veterans with PTSD, Team Slideways 13, Cornelius Custom Concrete, Lynn Benton Insurance, Dave Foote, Kevin Williamson, Jordan McDonald, Team Amco of Corvallis, Chippy from the Track, Rob Campos Racing, Willamette Speedway, Ryan and Tracy Emery, Mother Goose Resale of Lebanon, and Swan Island Sandblast. Very,
very cool. Those guys are, amazing to step up to be a part of this organization. We want to, give a, major, kudos to those guys. We'll post their names on, on Moxie. We'll make sure that they get the recognitions and stuff. If you guys didn't hear it on the live broadcast, you can always go back to the podcast. You can always go back to listen to any of our podcasts, after the live. It's always uploaded immediately. So if you missed anything, you can go there. If you know these sponsors, personally, tell them, hey, come over to, to Spreaker or to the Facebook on the Moxie page, just so they get that recognition, for being a part of this, because this is huge. This is huge for, not only us, but the racers and the fans alone.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I think we have just over 150 tickets for these 2 tickets that we're going to give away tonight. Doing a shirt, doing everything. We put their names in there. Great prizes. The other thing we really got to push is getting that page for Junior Dirt Slingers up, because that's where a lot of the information and everything is going to be. And again, I want to thank everybody who sponsored and got on board with this thing to start it.
Right.
I think we ended up with 37, 38 people on board, and it was within a week. We had them, everybody. So right now,
right now we're live on Moxie Media and Promotions, and we're getting ready to do this drawing. So for all of you guys that are listening, go on Facebook. We'll give you a little bit of time to, kind of log on to Facebook, get on Moxie Media, check it out. We're live right now on the air with Paul Moses, and we're going to have Tater. Clay is going to draw the winning ticket here in just a minute. But, let's talk about how the people that are in this bucket got into the drawing for the World of Outlaw tickets, Paul.
Okay, so what we did was anybody who purchased a shirt for the parade to give away, per shirt, they got 1 entry going in there.
Good deal.
So there again, there was 80 people or whatever it was. So we got rid of the rest of the shirts, getting new people in there. And then at Sunset and at Willamette both, we offered if they come and bought a shirt, their name was going in there regardless of the amount of shirts that they bought. We finally got it all done Saturday at Strawberry Cup. And as soon as we made the announcement, I'm not kidding you, there was 10 other people right behind them wanting to buy a shirt.
So I saw awesome. I saw that rush happen. I thought, I feel sorry for those guys down there.
You think about it. These are, this is World of Outlaws. This is something if you've never been to, it's very, very fast paced.
It's the fastest sprint cars on the face of the planet.
Right. And definitely cover your beer when they come around, because for 40 laps, it is intense racing. And then to have pit pass on the same part of it, that's just cool.
Yeah, you're going to have that interaction. I experienced my first World of Outlaws, and I looked in the stands and I said, I actually want to be out and I want to interact with these guys. Steve Kinzer, all those guys that were there.
Well, right. I got my own Steve Kinzer story. The last time they were at Willamette Speedway was his farewell tour,
mm-hmm.
and
I saw him when we went actually up to Elma.
Yeah, the funny thing about it was, he was at his trailer, and I walked up and I said, "Hey, Steve, got a second? I'm the track announcer. I want to get some notes." And talked. And we talked for probably 15 minutes, and there was a crowd of probably 200 people around his trailer looking at me like, "Hey, jerk, we want to talk to him too. We want to get some autographs." So we're gonna go. We're gonna have Tater come up right now. We're gonna draw the winning.
Just so you
winning
guys
name.
know that this isn't rigged or anything
It's
like
all
this.
clear.
This is all clear. Tater
mix
is,
them up.
So let's. Tater is a junior dirt slinger,
He is a junior dirt
Absolutely,
slinger.
he is a junior dirt slinger.
so we're gonna have you
So-
look that way, so you're not looking
Yeah,
in
so
there.
don't look.
Pull out the winning name.
Tater,
here
how old are you,
and-
Tater?
9.
He's 9 years old.
You've got to be kidding me.
We've got it.
Are you serious?
And the winner for the World of Outlaw tickets is Mr.
No
Slideways
way,
Tony Breakall.
Breakall.
You've got to be
That
kidding.
is
He'll be in
awesome.
the pit area. You know what? I know what Tony will do with those tickets. I'll guarantee it.
That is
you know,
aw- well,
how
we-
cool
we
is
all-
that?
We
But
all
see,
know.
that's-
We all know what Tony's in,
Well, Tony's one of those guys. But
right? But Tony, thank you so very much. If you're watching on Moxie live Facebook right now,
there's 100+ names in this box, and we pull out Slideways.
that is awesome. I mean, that is the coolest thing.
Tony was one of those guys. He donated 10 shirts.
Right.
That's cool.
Stepped right up, and he's my
And if-
go-to guy.
And if you want to, Tony, too, I mean, you can call us 503-991-2838. Hit us up on the Spreaker app. Call us in right now. Phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. We're gonna say, goodbye to live chat.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go off the air for that. We're gonna stay on Spreaker.
We're gonna
but,
say on Spreaker, right?
I want to say thanks to the camera crew, Miss Sandy. So,
Aw, you know what? That's probably the best
Um,
camera crew we've had ever.
yeah, I'd say so. I
You know?
agree. I agree.
I mean, the shorts do wonders. I mean, I do. I'm not sure about the sandals and the socks. I think that's the Crocs.
That's how I roll. Sandal,
Oh.
well, not sandals.
Well, I
but,
do. Yeah,
you know.
the Crocs are in. I mean,
She's
We-
Okay,
I'm
I'll break
sorry,
in and
we're-
say she's really not dressed like that.
Paul's kissing up. So
Thanks, guys, for joining us on Moxie Media Promotions on Facebook for the drawing. We will see you this Saturday night at a local racetrack, whether it's Sunset or Willamette Speedway. And once again, keep it right here on Spreaker and listen to the show.
absolutely. Thank you, guys. So I mean that's awesome. Tony Breakall.
He's a big time supporter. I would have bet just the way things go at Willamette Speedway, it would have been him or Brian Thompson. It's one of those things where, and I'm not saying they do it more, but those guys really do support the local racing scene, the kids club, and I know there's a lot of people in there, and I can see a couple names. I can see Crystal Smith is right there, Brian's wife. I can see Todd Miller's name, and Lisa Gassner, one of the sponsors. I believe they're a sponsor on the
Jolyn Moore.
Jolyn Moore. You can see her name in there, but very cool. Tony Breakall, winner of the 2016 World of Outlaw Pit Passes. Very cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
out of 100.
You know what? Here's what I want to do. I want to go back and watch that and see our faces when that name came out, because we all kind of went.
I'm like,
So the weird thing about that, I'm a big karma guy. So these guys, like you said, Brian Thompson, Tony Breakall, Todd Miller, a lot of those guys, it's karma. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you too. I don't have to say what I know Tony's gonna do with those tickets.
We all know. Yeah,
Mhm.
Tony's one of those
And
guys.
I would love to be in the stands when I find out what Tony's gonna do with those.
Yeah,
tickets.
no kidding.
right?
Really?
Okay.
I mean, that's gonna be something to Facebook Live.
Buzz Mitchell would have been another name. It wouldn't surprise me. It
Mhm.
seems like he wins every other 50-50 drawing we have and gives it all back to whatever foundation's there, but that's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's been a fun edition so far on Northwest Dirt News. I can't wait to watch that video. To see
Right?
faces.
That is
So-
gonna be great.
That's awesome. So, Paul, again, thanks for joining us. You can stick around the whole. I know you're in a hurry. If you want to stick around and hang out till we're off the air, I mean, kick it with us. Let's talk. But
It's been great. There's a couple more things I want to add in. I don't remember when my next time is. I'm back at Willamette. But we have door skins from these drivers that we're going to give away. I'm putting a couple charities together right now who we're going to give some money away to. I had a guy point me in the right direction. It's a racer that's involved in this. I don't know the technical name of but it's Kevin Williamson and Jordan McDonald. Thrive they can help me out with this great cause.
very good cause. Jordan McDonald with if I'm right, that goes to help kids with, isn't it prosthetics?
I believe that's what it is, or it's gift cards to help the parents. I seen a tag. He was going into Dornbecker's or one of those places.
Yeah. He does work with the Dornbeckers. That's a very cool foundation he's starting. Another guy here in the Northwest doing good things for the racing community and kids.
Yeah, and that's what we want to keep at Northwest Base. And if the driver's got some charity going on like that, that's what we want to do.
Hey, call in, let us know. I mean, we'll do what we can to help those foundations out. Those people that are trying to help out other people. It's a cool deal.
I have door skins at my house. It's time to unleash this, and we got some crazy numbers last year when we were with Lamet, and hopefully we can do that again and donate all the money to charity.
Right.
So,
well, let's get into a little bit of race recap. It's 7 o'clock. We appreciate it and stuff. Now go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end my night. I want to thank you guys both. Whether it's here at the studio, it's at the tracks. It's a fun time every time that we're there, and here's to a good season.
Absolutely, man.
No doubt.
Thank you so very much for doing what you do. Again, we'll get pictures and stuff of the helmets before Paul leaves. And then
we'll post those on Moxie's. Give
on
these guys,
Moxie, and we'll get a list of all the sponsors and stuff that you just rambled off, and we'll post those on Moxie also.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you
Absolutely.
both again.
Paul,
Thank
thanks
you.
for being on the show, man. We appreciate
That's
it.
Paul Moses with Junior Durslingers and High Octane Diecast. What a great deal, man. Paul is wonderful. So let's get into a little bit of racing here. We'll get into Sunset Speedway.
Yeah, let's start with Sunset.
So Sunset Speedway, we all know, was a little warm. I actually just got a text. I kind of want to say this real quick. Joel, Matthew Drager's crew chief.
Widescreen.
Widescreen just texted. It's Drive to Thrive. Childhood cancer family support. He wanted to say that, and we appreciate him.
It is cool what Jordan McDonald is doing with that.
That's awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He. What else do we have? It's Thrive to Drive. That's from Chrissy. Kelsey. And then Paul, thanks for all you do, bud. That's from Rick Wyatt. Absolutely just awesome.
Message board is blowing up right here in the studio,
crazy.
and this is cool.
And we want to thank Paul so much for everything that he's done. I mean, this is even what Paul said. He says, when I started this, my deal was to do 3 tracks, and lucky enough, he only has to do 2. Then he's all sitting there. He says, "Man, maybe I should have only done 1."
Yeah,
because
it's just been an explosion of activity.
60-hour weeks for him, just doing his job.
Right.
Plus, then coming home and then putting in another almost 60 hours a week just for this.
Well, that
dedication
and High Octane and all the other stuff he does for everybody else.
We all know he doesn't do much for High Octane. He just stickers cars. I mean, maybe paints them or something. Paul's still here in the studio. He's over there.
How hard can that be?
So let's get into
Sunset and talk about what you guys had up there.
Sunset was hot. Now by 3:30, we saw the car count and we're like, it's not gonna be one of our best. And that's okay. We had a very, very good turnout. All classes and stuff, we had a very good turnout. Stands and stuff, didn't start filling up until, it started turning a little bit darker. The wind and started coming out a little bit and started cooling down a little bit. So that there, fans and stuff, fans came out, don't get me wrong, but we're waiting until the sun, went down a little bit for the heat. So Fast Qualler in the Bridgeport Logistics Street Stocks went to the 5 car of Mark Farah, a 16.640. So it was still kind of dry slick. Weird part about it is that the track started rutting up really, really bad at the beginning. But I gotta give a huge shout out and kudos to John, our track guy, because he went back out and dragged it a little bit and worked the track, and within an hour the track was perfect. Didn't have one issue with it, except for, of course, when dry slick. But all the drivers and stuff, love to have it dry slick. Budweiser IMC Modifieds, man, this guy, I cannot tell you what all he's done for the setup in his cars, and that's the 25 of Mark Castle. This guy is on, or Craig Castle. I'm sorry, not Mark. Sorry, I'm still looking at my notes. Craig Castle is literally on the ball, and when I talk about on the ball, he's calm, he's relaxed. He's, he won the championship last year.
He likes Sunset. He likes that racetrack. I think that fits his driving style.
Loves it there. He's literally, every time he comes out, he's been fast time. Now, mind you, we don't qualify, of course. We hot lap, but he's been quickest time every single time he's came out there. So, I mean, with that said, I mean, he's just fast. I mean, the guy is just, he went down and he did the